So this year for Christmas, one of my nieces said that she wanted a dragon, and the other one said she wanted a pencil box. So obviously the first thing I thought of was a dragon pencil box. So I found this picture online, and it's kind of cool, but then I asked my sister, it's like, okay, do they both want would a dragon pencil box work for both? And she says no. One wants a dragon, one wants a pencil box. The one that just wants the pencil box doesn't really like dragons as much. I mean, I'm sure she'd like one, but she doesn't like it as much. So, what we got was a square pencil box. This is the same wood that glows and has the glowing stripe in the black light. And of course I forgot my black light in the house, so I can't show, but it's the same stripe as before, so in this darker area it will glow with under the black light. And so there's a piece of poplar on one side, and then three sides of the really colorful glowing wood with the corners that stick out. And then it has an oak bottom in it, and again, similar to the box that I made out of this softer wood, I put a strip of protective oak around the bottom, and you can see a thin strip of protective oak around the top. That way, oh, and I used super glue to go into all the end grain, so the end grain is fairly tough now for basic knocks and bumps. I'm sure that if it got dropped on the floor it would still get dinged, but most stuff would. But yeah, so that's the first box. It came out nice, and as I had initially, it works with pencils and pens, so I think that'll work okay. The next one, this was for the niece that did want a dragon, and this came out really cool. The face is different, but that's okay. This dragon was not inside this piece of wood. So this was a piece of wood that I got way back 30 years ago and kept because it looked like it should work good for carving. And this again is colored with the food coloring. So 3 drops of yellow in the lid. 3 drops of yellow in a lid with rubbing alcohol. And then similarly, the darker section on the front is some blue mixed with the remains of the yellow, and that made the darker front. And then we got the nose is yellow, and the eye, there's blue Sharpie in the back. But yeah, it came out really cool. Trying to get right on the camera. And the purple was just 3 drops of blue and 3 drops of red. And I used a Forstner bit to carve out the inside. And similar with the minion, I used the 1/2-inch sanding drum, then a 1/4-inch sanding drum to do the details, and then more of a fine carving bit to get in the smaller areas. But yeah, it came out really cool. And I think so, because I think that shows up. Yeah, this smile face is what happens when you knock over the little tiny lid and it spills, and then of course, since you have a smile, you have to add the nose and 2 eyes for the smiley on the bottom. So, but yeah, that came out really cool. So I think she's gonna like it, and yeah, I like it. So I'm sure she's gonna really like it. But yeah, the colors came out really awesome. The wing detail came out nice. All of it came out really cool. So I definitely think they're going to like it. And it's got horns and a frill. And yeah. And his tail comes out and wraps around. But yeah, and then the darker is just again all the colors mixed in. So you got the red, the green, the blue all mixed in. I think I added yellow for this part too. But you can kind of see in the bottom some of the different colors, because the end grain really sucks in the coloring. So yeah, there is the Christmas presents for this year for the nieces. And oh, and there's epoxy in the eyes to hold or to, you know, fill that in a little bit better. But yeah, and then blue Sharpie for the mouth to get the mouth line in. And yeah, I think it's gonna work. I think they're both gonna be really happy. They both work with pens, and I'm gonna put, I didn't put them on yet, but I'm gonna put these on the bottoms. So little vinyl bumpers, just so it stays, because they'll stay somewhat depending on the surface, but little vinyl bumpers means you set it down and it'll stay where you put it. But yeah, I think that's going to work very nicely, and I think they're both going to really like it.